gentlemen, good afternoon. It's a great pleasure, a great honor to welcome all of you here. I can't tell you how delighted I am to be here with all of you at this very, very exciting event. I was just reflecting that it's been a long week. My week began actually in Nagpur, and then I went to Dimapur and Nagaland before I came here, and then tonight I head off to Kochi. But during my visit to Nagpur and Dimapur, I witnessed firsthand the immense challenges faced by our businesses due to the unreliability and high cost of power. And of course, this disproportionately affects the vulnerable small businesses, the MSMEs. So I found in Maharashtra, for instance, in Nagpur where I was earlier, the tariff in effect represents an implicit 100% tax on the cost of power. And which is why many businesses are contemplating or in the process of moving out into neighboring Gujarat or Tamil Nadu, or some of them even shutting shop. When I went to Nagaland, it was expressly to visit really small entrepreneurs, women-owned businesses. And they said on a good day, we get 4 hours of power. And so any number of times they have to shut down production. Some of them are trying to use diesel gensets, but these are not only polluting, but the cost is prohibitive. Cost per unit is nearly 30 rupees, and at that price they can't compete. And so I realized coming into today, this situation is clearly no longer acceptable, especially when solutions exist. The situation is not acceptable at a time when our country faces two big challenges, two immense challenges. One is of becoming economically self-reliant, and on the other hand, creating a lot more jobs and employment. These policy reforms, you need technology and you need granular data to implement. And this is why so many of us are very excited by Nandan Nilekani's articulation, a concept of a digital energy grid and the India energy stack. The digital energy grid vision is founded on the principle that better data, a real-time, granular view of consumption patterns, is the essential building block, just as the Aadhaar system enables direct transfer of subsidies to the intended beneficiaries. A digital energy grid with smart meters is what we need to provide the data to target these energy subsidies. This is what will allow DISCOMs policymakers to reduce losses, ensuring that free power or subsidized power reaches only those who need it. This concept, attractive as it is not currently implementable because the technology has not yet been deployed.
Thank you, Ravi. Next, may I request Hu Chong-ung, Chief Executive Officer of GEAPP, for the special address.
Esteemed guests, dear colleagues and fellow change makers, among many of you, the most important group of people are the real innovators who's been with us for the last, 6 months or so to get to where we are, to really push the change that's needed here. So it's an honor to be here standing today. This is my second trip to India in the past 1 year, and last time was in January this year. And my last few days have been nothing short of inspiring. It's a no small feat to have achieved energy transition target reaching 50% of its installed electricity capacity from non-traditional fuel sources. Not just 1 or 2, but 5 years ahead of schedule. This month marks my just over 1 year anniversary as a CEO of this great alliance. And in that time, we've grown to a delivery-focused, region-first alliance, ready to accelerate a just energy transition at the speed and scale the world needs. Access to 1.3 million people and created 600,000 jobs. We still have a long way to go, but the seeds have been planted, and we will be delivering our ambitions by 2030. We have seen firsthand how clean energy access transforms lives. At the end, it's all about people. People for today and people for tomorrow. So that's where the environment, the planet comes. Here in Delhi, the largest battery energy storage system pilot in South Asia is now delivering reliable around-the-clock electricity to over 100,000 people in poor communities. And this was done in a record speed that I've never seen before in working in a multilateral development bank alone. In Uttar Pradesh, through the DE program, over 1,000 women are already powering their businesses with decentralized solutions. Every technology, every kind of finance, and every ideas to be matched in a platform with the investors and implementing agencies so we can make it into reality. If there's one takeaway for all of us here, is this: change cannot come in an isolated, in a fragmented fashion. Progress comes from people working together. The whole will always be greater than the sum of its parts. And that's exactly what our alliance in each and every one of us here represented today will have to achieve. Every partner, every innovator, every leader, and the people and communities that dare to make a difference.